Hey y'all, good morning. Welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a collective reading. We're gonna use our cosmic decks today. I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Damn allergies. It's wild. Anyway, good morning. I'm hoping to do a Wake, Bake, and Make project because I was like, you know what? If the economy is crashing, there's something. So last year when I did the Wake, Bake, and Make and I built this deck, was that last year or like a few months ago? It's the fall, technically last year. Anyway, I really wanted to get like a little, table, like patio outdoor table. And I didn't until yesterday. And I also got a canopy for this space. So both of those things should be here today. And if they are, I will be doing a Wake, Bake, and Make about that. Otherwise, my advice to you is fuck the economy, do what you want, make your dreams come true while you can. And we're all gonna die anyway. Okay, ready? Growth. Growth is a journey. Trust each step. And continue growing, even if it feels like you shouldn't. Hopeless. No, keep growing. Inspiration. Inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. I'll inspire you today with my Wake, Bake, and Make. Because I'm so excited. It's going to be nice. I think I'm going to run into a little bit of a measurement issue with the canopy, but we'll figure it out. Everything is figure-outable. Every fucking thing, including foreign policy and World War III. You can figure shit out. You can worm your way through some shit. Confidence, believe in your worth and abilities. Growth, inspiration, confidence. This is seemingly positive. I just saw resilience. Understanding. Understanding is the key to deep connections. Yeah, I was just making a collective coffee talking about the apathy, just shaking my head like an old ass grandpa because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's crazy. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. I think I'll call my tits on that. Okay, miracles. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. We need some miracles. I mean, miracles have been happening this week. Fires burning in the correct spots and such. Certain groups of people starting to get their karma. Please don't let that be it. If you want to understand karma better, go watch the collective combo I did earlier this week. Prosperity. Prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. Harmony. Harmony is the beautiful melody in relationships. Remember to be in relationship with yourself and remember to have balance and harmony for yourself before you do that with others. Collaboration achieves greater goals. Balance. Find a balance to maintain harmony in relationships. Okay, this is interesting. This was very much like individualist, and then it became like very much partnership. So a lot of people may be coming into partnership. You guys may be experiencing, I don't know, love, work, collabs, other things. But in order to have that harmony comes out twice. Harmony and balance. What you need to have is your own confidence, your own inspirations, your own growth. You need to be solid. And I did do a reading last night, which that was the fucking message. Being solid, like within yourself. What was it called? Fuzzies everywhere. Train for confirmation. I usually tone all of that stuff out. Oh, gosh. Okay, we have illusion. Oh, wow. Deception. Glory is but a fleeting glimpse. ending, a gorgeous ending, a new cycle begins. Lots of people are afraid of endings. Don't be afraid of endings. Endings bring in the new, which is what this says. Illusion. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's what I was getting. Oh, I think I was talking about that in Collective Coffee. I was getting into some Instagram arguments via the comment section. I've been doing that a lot lately while I've been drinking beer. I've been being a smartass keyboard warrior. I love it. I love arguing with people because the only time I argue is when I know I'm right. People were picking on Baby Daddy for a video that he posted with his organization, and I was like, no. You're not going to pick on this. If anyone's going to talk shit about this man, it's going to be me, not you. I didn't say that, and I didn't let anyone know who I did, but... Fucking assholes. Anyway. Dancing. Dash for the objective. I do need to talk to him about his wardrobe choices, though, because he's not doing himself any favors. Oh my god. Key point. Grasp the key to the problem. The problem is that people are assholes. I mean, that's the problem. Whenever you look at anything happening in the world, it's because someone's an asshole behind that. Someone's a fucking asshole, right? And assholes deserve to be met with their energy. That's what I believe. Especially in these times. I'm kind of going balls to the walls. I've been getting into a lot of arguments. It's fun. Peace, luck, earth. Peace, luck, and the starting point of the journey. So again, we have a starting point. I would say believe in miracles. You know, whatever it is that you're starting or whatever it is that you're initiating, either within yourself or outside of yourself, allow it to unfold, right? Try to be as open to how it unfolds as possible. Try not to have control over what that looks like. Myself included, I always do this because I like to map out everything in my brain. And when and if something doesn't go the way I've mapped it, you know, remember, everyone has free will. People can pick fights with you if they want. One woman told me to catch these hands. The funny thing about it is I totally would if I was in that town, if I was in LA. Anyway, people just tell on themselves. Let them do that, right? Danger. There is danger approaching. But believe in miracles. Miracles are everywhere. Keep the faith. Obviously, danger is approaching. I think we've all seen that at a scale that's alarmingly crazy. Don't let yourself feel stuck in worry. We've done worrying. I did worrying about in a collective convo. If you're a worrywart like I used to be, go check that out. Support yourself to kind of grow through that. Take charge. Don't wait for the stars to align. Reach up and arrange them the way you want. Grasp the key to the problem. What is the... I would say continue growing. Continue, you know, if you are feeling unconfident, low confidence. I don't know the proper... I only speak English, but I'm not quite sure what the proper term of that is. Don't judge a book by the cover. Maybe there's some collaboration happening, or coming in, but maybe you're judging a book by the cover. Remember, it's on the inside. I know I already said that, but like, a lot of the times the universe will send in someone who's wearing a meat suit that is not someone that you would usually, you know, rub elbows with. That's why it's important to not be a douche, you know? Everybody on this planet has something to offer, even the horrible people. Because the horrible people show us how awful we could honestly be, and then that's like, whoa, I'm not that bad. not that it's a comparison, but I just want you to know, even the shitty fucking people teach us things about ourselves that can make us stand taller, right? And be like, oh, actually, I wouldn't handle it this way, and I'm a good person because I wouldn't do that, right? I'm talking about Zionists and like Nazis and shit, right? I mean, Instagram comments is a good place for this as well. TikTok comments. I love starting shit. It's so fun. I've been agitating a lot lately, which is what organizers are supposed to do. You're supposed to make people see things that they don't by agitating them. The sun, rise to the occasion. I'm not telling you to be a douche in the world. I am telling you, once you've integrated your shadow, then you pull on your shadow aspects in certain moments. And again, the premise of what I was doing last night was defense for my son's father, which he doesn't give a fuck, but I'm not gonna let people make up a bunch of shit about him on the internet. You know, what if Niall were to find that one day and be like, my dad's a druggie, and I mean, these people had no idea what they were talking about. Limitless, Know Your Worth, all based on what he looked like. Because he was wearing a ridiculous outfit. I will give him that. But fucking douche. Know your worth. Know your strengths. Know your limits. Know your passions. Again, with this confidence, you know, whatever danger is happening, whatever ending is happening, those could be related. They could not be. You're gonna be, I mean, yesterday we had this tide is change, or no, it was the reading last night, being so solid. And this is kind of giving those undertones to that as well, of like, maybe you're being tested, maybe you're being hit with like little shit, and that's the shit that bothers me the most, right? Little shit, right? Like the little inconveniences are just like big catastrophic events, I can handle those really well. Not that I want to, but I'm very good at navigating that stuff because I have catastrophic thinking. I think about bad things all the time. You may be the same as me. So I've made maps and shit in my head of how I would approach certain situations, what I would do, because I know that being prepared doesn't mean that means that you don't have to get prepared, right? And staying in that state. But finding that balance between survival mode and fight or flight is also important, which is again part of this growth, right? Part of the harmony and balance. So I don't know, understanding yourself is going to be so important to wanting to understand anyone outside of you, right? And maybe that is the key to your problem. Maybe that's why you're going through stuff. Maybe you keep avoiding what the universe is trying to teach you. Because we have deception, ending, illusion. I mean, those are pretty and danger. Those are pretty... What I'm getting is when I tell everyone all the time that we have to pivot, what I'm getting from these cards is there's a pivot happening, but instead of pivoting to face it head on, you're pivoting to put your back towards it, blocking it out. So don't do that. And it happens. Ignorance isn't bliss. Ignorance makes you really stupid. Don't do that. That's why it's so blissful, because stupidity is easy, quite frankly. That's why they're going after all the academics, because they're dumb and they want to control the narrative. And if the academics are still around helping people awaken and learn, then the stupid people can't control the narrative. It doesn't take intelligence to be violent. Remember that. And again, I only argue when I know I'm right. Morning star, keep shining even when the others have quit. And what I like to do is I like to help people expose themselves, which I did, because both of the women that I got into it with them on these comments both work in homelessness, and they said some really stupid shit about Dogon. And they were judging him for this video he made because he wasn't wearing his organizational t-shirt. And so they assumed he was a drug addict. They assumed he was a homeless. I mean, he is homeless because me and his son have a home. He wants to be homeless though. He's like a couch surfer, supposedly. I mean, that's what he tells me. I don't know. Man's a liar. But either way, one of the women was like, "Where is your family? Where is your mom, your sister, your kids?" And so then I was like, "Oh." I didn't tell them who I was, but I said, "This is who this person is, and this is what they do, and I don't know why you guys you're dumb." And then this woman commented 3 times back to my one comment, and she said, "Catch me outside with those words." And I said, "Bitch, I didn't say anything. I'm not going to say anything because they expose themselves." Because then she said, "I've been homeless for 15 years. I have a nonprofit. I do this." And it's like, you're the kind of person that runs a nonprofit in homelessness, and this is the stuff you say about people who you assume are on the streets. And like, they weren't even listening to what he said. Fucking pissed me off. I don't usually do shit like that, but again, I was drinking. Inspire. There's a fire inside you burning brighter than the sun. You know, like I said, sometimes I got a bitch stick, so I don't know. If you got a bitch stick, let it out. Love to the moon and back. Even if people have disagreements, even if people have, you know, relational things, whatever issues may come up within relationship, if you have love at the core of that, I mean, yeah, I don't know. This feels good to share. Pissed. I love arguing though. It's so fun. What danger is approaching? I mean, fascism. I mean, that's the danger I see. I mean, that's the danger coming for me. But like, what danger? Again, once you're prepared, once you stay prepared, you don't have to get prepared. It's something I learned in Skid Row. So hood mentality, street mentality. It's also like a doomsday prepper mentality, which is kind of the opposite side of a spectrum. But who's spectruming? We're all here. Again, this illusion is sticking out. I don't know what this is about. I guess it all comes to the root of love, like growth, love. If we don't center love, you know, we're gonna be met with danger. And even if we do center love in this current reality on the planet, yes, you will also be met with danger. But at least you will have harmony. You'll give others hope. You could be a story of a miracle. You'll help others find balance. You know, we're all living to witness and grow with each other, and I think that's the thing. We're all dynamic. We all have these ways of learning and growing together, and we can model how to do that. You know, we can model, we can set out to be the change we wish to see in the world, rooted in this love, rooted in love for self, love for others, love for the planet. I mean, life is lifing right now for everybody, but that doesn't give us an excuse to, you know, go purge on people, right? If you have integrated your shadow and you feel like you need to be part of checking other people, like my story about the comments, I mean, I don't usually do that shit, but like I said, I'm not gonna sit by. You know, I'm not in LA, so people can't come and find me. I'm not gonna let narratives go that are not true, you know. And again, anyone's gonna talk shit about that man, it's gonna be me, motherfucker. And I'm gonna tell it to its face, you know, that shit. Anyway, I hope this helped. I don't know what we did here. I don't know. It's funny because the shadow work is obscurity, which I feel like this is very much this reading because I'm all over the motherfucking place. In the unknown, there's room for endless possibilities. And that's the thing. We use the cosmic decks. So if you're feeling lost, you know, we have this limitless in growth. And I say all the time, we are like the trees. We grow always, always. Like, look how big this tree is, right? And they're going to lose their leaves, and they're going to lose some stuff, and they're going to, you know, produce more seed pods and give those to the world. And it's just like, whatever season you're in, whatever alignment you're in, do it with love. Take accountability. Have confidence in your ideas and your passions. Be understanding. Don't judge people. I mean, this is just a basically like, don't be a shitty person, I guess. Whatever you do, though, remember that you can inspire others by being you. The right people will find you. The right people will align to you. The right opportunities will find you. Again, the universe wants you to do this. The earth needs us. Humanity needs us. The animal kingdom needs us all to be better fucking people. Point blank, period. And sometimes being a better person, you have to stoop down and show people what's up. And then you can, you know, rise back up above that. I'm not responding to anything else. I'm not drunk. I wasn't drunk last night. I was just drinking. I mean, it's fun. Also not going to get any more beer. Okay. Have a good one. Love you. Bye.